Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going back to my how to recreate Hytale in Minecraft, and essentially I'm just going to be making it better in quite a few ways. I've seen a lot of your suggestions in the comments and they've definitely been helpful, so anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. Before I get into the new mods, I'm actually going to be showing you 4 mods that I have removed from the pack, and these mods are Lycanites mobs, Conquest Reforged, dot hack weapons, and first person render. And the reason I've removed some of these mods is because they're not really necessary anymore after the new mods that you will see coming up. So bear in mind that if you are playing with this pack, you will probably have to start a new world or install these mods on your own, or your world will probably break. Now the first thing I'm going to do is replace the Conquest Reforged resource pack with the PureBDCraft resource pack, and in my opinion this one just matches the feel of Hytale much better. It was actually pointed out in the comments by a lot of you, and I agree that it looks a whole lot better for the intended purpose, so I decided to switch to this pack. And also I switched the Sildurs Shaders to Sildurs Shaders because they just work a bit better. There were some bugs with the other shader pack that kind of made it unplayable sometimes, so I switched the shader to this one. The first mod I'm going to be going over, and it actually was in the mod pack, however I never mentioned it in the video, is the Dynamic Surroundings mod. And this mod pretty much adds a whole bunch of ambience to your world and just makes it feel much more alive, and overall it's definitely something that I feel would be incorporated into Hytale, which is why I included it. The second mod I added is a pretty simple one, which is the blur mod, and if you actually check out the images on Hytale's website, you can see that in the background of the GUIs it does appear to be blurred, so I decided this is a simple but nice mod to install to the pack. The next mod I've added is the Ice and Fire mod, and not only does this mod add dragons, which you see in the Hytale trailer, it also adds many other mythical creatures, and all of them are pretty tough fights, so they pretty much can act as boss fights, and that is why I have included it in the mod pack. The next mod I've added is the Journey Map mod, and while I'm not 100% sure whether or not Hytale has a minimap, it does in fact have a full screen map, which Journey Map has, and this feature is definitely going to be a big part of Hytale, so I decided I needed to include this mod. The next mod I've added is the Mobens mod, and this was one of the more requested mods in the comment section after I made the first video, and I decided to replace the better first person mod with this one because they don't really work together very well, and I decided that if I was going to have one or the other, Mobens was more important simply because the features were seen in the Hytale trailer while we don't really know exactly if you actually can see yourself in first person. The next mod I've added is Mousy's mobs, and in my opinion these are some of the best looking creatures you can get from a mod for Minecraft, and they actually look pretty similar to the design of mobs for Hytale, so that is why I had to include it this time around. The next mod I've added is the Cork mod, and this mod adds many new features to the game. However, honestly, the main reason I installed it is because it adds speleothems to the game, which are those rocky looking spikes underground in caves, and I was looking around for a mod that has these for a while the first time I made this video. However, I could not find anything that wasn't outdated, and then recently I found that Cork actually has these, and once I found that out, I decided that it was definitely going to be in this video. Up next we have the Tinker's Construct mod, and this mod adds a whole lot of new weapons to the game that can be created, and there are many variants of all of these, and that's why I've included it in this pack because Hytale will probably have a lot of weapons, so I decided we need a lot of weapons in this pack, but they have to be pretty good quality too, and this mod definitely provides that. Shoulder Surfing Reloaded is the next mod I have added, and this is a pretty important mod in my opinion because Hytale is going to be RPG related, and in most RPG games that are in third person, the camera is set off to the side of your character, you're not directly behind them, and this mod allows you to do that from either side, which is why I included it in this pack. One of the last mods I will be installing is the Sound Filters mod, and this mod adds echo into caves, which I think will be a feature in Hytale. We don't know for sure, but I would think they would include something like this, and it's a really great feature, and if you actually want a better version of this mod, go ahead and look up Sound Physics and see if you can find a download for it. There are some versions that are updated, and overall I think it sounds better than Sound Filters. However, it's a bit buggier and sometimes doesn't work well, but overall it sounds better in my opinion. The last mod I will be installing is the Realistic Item Drops mod, and this mod makes it so when things go on the ground, they don't just sit there and spin, they will actually fall onto the ground as if there is gravity, and while we don't really know if there will be a feature like this in Hytale, I think it's something that's pretty cool and fits pretty well. The last thing I'm going to be adding is the Sounds pack from the BDCraft website, and I'm actually going to be installing this because Hytale obviously won't have the same sounds as Minecraft, And this mod replaces a bunch of the sounds that you will hear in game, so overall I thought it would be a pretty nice addition to the entire pack. Now that I've got everything installed, I'm not actually going to be doing a trailer this time around. I'm going to be showing you gameplay from this pack, and over the top of the gameplay I'm going to be playing the song Traveling Band from the Hytale soundtrack. And if you want to check out this song, I'm going to post it in the description because it's a really great song and you should check it out. And remember that this pack won't be perfect. Obviously, it's impossible to actually recreate Hytale in Minecraft completely. Otherwise, like I said, there would be no point of them making the game, and Hytale is going to be something completely different. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Well guys, that concludes this video, and if you would like to actually play this mod pack, you will be able to find it in the description below, or just go to Curse and search for the Hytale Pack, and pretty much everything you see in the video will be included aside from the shader and resource pack. You will have to install those on your own because obviously they are not available on Curse, but those two things are fairly simple to do, so it shouldn't give you much trouble. And anyways, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.